Welcome back to Nerdsom Entertainment, everybody. Today we are going to be discussing Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4. It got announced not too long ago, and I know a lot of us kids that grew up in, the early 2000s loved the Budokai Tenkaichi series, and we got super excited when we saw that, little mini teaser trailer that dropped a couple weeks ago. So I really wanted to sit here and do a video with a friend of mine and talk about 10 different things that we want to see in Budokai Tenkaichi 4. So today I have here with me a good friend of mine, JoshSTATix. What's up, man? What's up?
What's going on, everybody? I'm just here to talk about that new Budokai 4. It's been a long time coming. It's a very long time.
It really has. It's been like, what, 15 years, I think?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
And some people are upset that it wasn't Xenoverse 3, and it's like, man, this Xenoverse 2 been getting so much content since 2016.
Right. And I kind of feel people's sentiment with that just a little bit, but at the same time, it's good to get something, quote unquote fresh. So yeah. I'm super excited. So like I said, y'all, today we're going to be doing 10 different things that we want to see in Budokai Tenkaichi 4. So how we're going to do this is Josh is going to give one of his ideas, and then we're going to discuss it, and then we're going to do one of my ideas, and so on and so forth. So Josh, go ahead and hit me with your first one.
So one thing that I would like to see in Budokai Tenkaichi 4, gotta be careful. I would love to see tag team battles. For me, I remember I played, I used to have a PSP, and I played Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi tag team. And what I like about it was you get to play with a partner or, a tag team companion, and y'all could do like some cool combos and things like that. And what made it cool was like it added like a different element of aggression and such. And it's like, I would just love to see how that would work out if they had like teams of just, 1 versus 4 or like, 2 versus 2 or things like that. I would just love to see how everyone could just get in the same battle and things like that. And they can make some cool modes out of that. So that's like something I would like to see.
Yeah, I actually think that sounds pretty dope, because let alone the fact that you would be able to, fight with other people online and, with friends and whatnot in that particular instance. But
yeah, let's
say if you wanted to, have Goku and Vegeta as the people that you're using for your tag team, you could potentially do fusion versus fusion or whatever. I just think that's like a dope concept, man. So yeah, I really think that's real good.
Yeah, it's something that I would just love to see. And plus too, remember one day in the Tournament of Power when it was 17 and 18, we went against that robot and they would just they just washed that dude. I mean, they did wash like Trunks and Gohan, but we ain't gonna talk about it. But that's a whole different,
that was a whole different ass whooping.
It sure was. But yeah, that's something I would love to see, tag team battles and such.
All right, so one of my first ones is I would like to see an updated / modernized control system. Now, I know I know the original Tenkaichi series, it had I'm not going to sit there and say it was the greatest thing in the world or whatnot, but it was really good as far as being able to control your flight and whatnot. Because for one, with the Tenkaichi series, it was the first Dragon Ball games where you can actually control your character throughout the actual arena and world and whatnot. So I would love to still see that, but a more modernized way. Now, what a lot of people I don't think realize is that Xenoverse technically has very similar control settings to the Tenkaichi series. Doesn't have the exact same, but a very similar. So I would like to see something like that, but again, updated to the point to where you can do a bunch of different things like snap vanishing and just a bunch of cool different things. So similar control system, but like I said, more modernized, more updated. What do you think?
I'd be cool if I was just thinking that, just because I think the controls scheme, like I said, it was cool, but when you look at it in retrospect, it feels, it's dated for its time period, so you need something more modernized to where the buttons are fluid and you know what you're doing and you don't feel it's so fixed. Because like, I would love to see if I'm flying at high speed at someone, I would love for it to not be in a straight line and just zigzag around them like how the TV show would do. This to throw people off in misdirection. So it's just, as long as they make it fun and cool and stylish, would be good.
Yeah. All right, you want to go ahead with your next one?
I think this one, I mean, I will hope that we get like a, one thing I'm looking forward to if they do have it. I would love for like a new original story. I know that in like the Budokai games and the Budokai Tenkaichi games in general, they pull a lot from the manga and such. And lately we've been getting a lot of that stories with Xenoverse, Kakarot, and things like that. And it's just I would love to see something new that's just keep people interested and have this unique thing, because that's what I liked about like Fighters Z, even though the fights were repetitive and with the AI and such, but the story and stuff was just unique in its own way. So it's like we can have like new characters and new designs and new concepts. I'll be cool with that.
Oh yeah, I can definitely agree with that. And actually, my next point actually kind of, not necessarily piggybacks off of it, but kind of goes along with that. So yeah, what I would like is, I don't know if anybody happens to remember, or you, Josh, if you happen to remember, but in Tenkaichi 2, Tenkaichi 2 didn't actually have a, original story mode, or, a traditional story mode, I should say. What it did, it had like that board game or whatever. And yeah, it wasn't the greatest thing, but it allowed for quote unquote like what if fights almost. What I would like to see is kind of like a what if mode, very similar to that. Again, not the whole board game thing, but like just a what if mode to where we can potentially get different characters reacting with each other and fighting or whatever. Just having a separate story with that. So like for instance, we could see, instead of Janemba fighting Gogeta, we could see Janemba fighting Vegito, or Janemba coming to Earth and being the main villain instead of Boo, something like that. Just
like remix it up.
Yeah, just remix it up a little bit. Just what if stories. So I think that would be something cool to see, a nice little mode to see in the game. So I like what if stories. I always like just throwing random things together and seeing what happens. So that's what I love.
That's what I love with those games in general. I love the what if story. I think Raging Blast had that too.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a whole different combo. Shoot. What I got? I think I did put out. I think most of the Dragon Ball Tenkaichi games have done this. I think what I would like, because if I remember correctly, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had it where you had like 3 different versions of like, Goku and Vegeta, but it was all based on like the stages of where they are during the arcs and such.
Yeah.
And I would like it, even though it may not be possible, but I would like it with every character that has all of their technique and transformations in one character, so it wouldn't be like how Fighter Z was, when you had like 3 different versions, like 4 different versions of Goku. I would love to see that. Or maybe it could be something to where, like, if people want to do like multiplayer battles and they have like a little, I guess like a perk system or something, to where they can just attach whatever thing, whatever basic moves they want and go on there. Because like one thing I did love about the Budokai Tenkaichi game was like everyone had their own transformation and such. The movesets were a bit different too, which made it unique. And I would just love for that everyone to have their own movesets or do something similar to that, to make the experience fun. Because that's one thing I low-key kind of hate about Xenoverse, was like if you set it to like Super Saiyan transformation, you couldn't go beyond that. You had to get an upgrade or whatever. And it's like, I just want that. Let's give me that. So that's basically what I would like. I just want everyone to have all their techniques and whatnot.
Yeah, and like to go along with that, I did kind of, that was one of the things that I didn't necessarily like about the Tenkaichi game, because they always sit there and said like, oh, we got like 150 plus characters in the game, but most of the characters were, like you said, multiples, like 6-7 different Gokus, from all the different areas. So like, it's not really separate characters, it's just the same character, just at different points of time in his life. So technically you only got like 60 and not like 150.
Yeah, because we had like Kid Gohan, and I'm gonna call it preteen Gohan, because we call the Gohan we see in the Cells tournament as Teen Gohan when he's really 11,
right?
And it's just like we get so many different variations of that, which kind of makes sense, but when it's like Goku Vegeta, it's like, come on, fam.
Yeah, exactly. My next one is, I would like to see either character customization kind of similar to like what we have in the Xenoverse series, like where you get to create your own character, even if that's a separate mode or what have you. I would like to see that, or the ability to customize the characters themselves. So like, for instance, if I want to put special beam cannon on Goku or something crazy like that.
Oh my god!
Or just change up the outfits of the kids. Because I actually enjoyed that type of stuff. So I would like something along those type of lines, because I know certain Dragon Ball games did that to an extent. But I would like to see that a little bit more in depth. You know, it's 2023, mind you. I don't see why we can't do something like that.
That'd be cool.
But
I ain't gonna lie. I started putting like Piccolo and Saiyan armor to see how that
Yo, that'd be so dope.
Yeah, you just put a Piccolo and Saiyan armor and see how like he would look so different without, you know, his traditional gi, and I'll give like Vegeta like, you know, Piccolo's gi, you know, gi in every outfit. Vegeta would probably look kind of fly in there. I don't know. He might look kind of.
He would.
he would look fly in Piccolo's outfit. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll just be messing around, start giving like Goku Vegeta clothes and stuff. I just be messing around. I would just mess up a lot of stuff on purpose just for fun. One thing that I would love for Budokai 4, since we're in, you know, Tenkaichi 4, Budokai Tenkaichi 4, I would love, even if we do have it, I would love to see more dynamic stages, and it's based on like the intensity of the fights. One thing about the Budokai Tenkaichi series, even though it was for its time, it was like, even though the stages were big, they were kind of limited within the space, and I would love to see where the fight arena where you at is gigantic and big.
Yes.
It would be gigantic and big, so it seems like to a point to where it feels like there's a map within the stage itself, even though it doesn't need to be, so people can fight as freely and as intense as you need be. Because there are times where I remember playing the Budokai Tenkaichi stuff where I'm getting knocked across the stage and I'm up against the barrier of the invisible wall, and the camera was like messing up my movements and stuff.
My god.
And I would just love for that to not be a thing. So yeah, and plus too, it'd be cool, like the intensity of the fights, like it just brings up a lot of, you know, battle war damage around the stage, the canyons and stuff. And I feel like with the new technology that they can do it. It's just depending on how they want to go about it, but that's something I would love for happen.
If they use Unreal Engine 5, which I'm not sure if they're going to or whatnot, but they have the capabilities to do stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Would be dope. My next point, and it honestly kind of goes along with what you're saying, is I would like this game to specifically be next gen or technically current gen only. The reason why I say that is because, like, right now, a lot of games sit there and come out on, you know, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and like the previous gen, PS4, Xbox One, and that actually holds those games back so much to where the games can't be what they're meant to be. So, like, for example, look at, you know, God of War. God of War was held back because a lot of the time you're sitting there walking through like these spaces and whatnot because the game's sitting there loading. The only reason they did that is because they also had to make sure the game could run on PS4 as well. I would love for this game to be next gen only, so that way this game could be the best that it could possibly be.
I agree.
That's just a gripe of mine. Like, I genuinely hate how games do that right now. Like, I understand because of like what happened with COVID and like the chip shortages and whatnot for like the PS5 and Xbox, and just the shortages for the system itself, so everybody didn't necessarily have one off gate. I get it. But come on, man, like y'all are ruining this generation of systems. Get it together and don't ruin Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4 for me, please.
I feel you, man. I feel you. It's just people just be like, these new consoles is expensive. Well, do what you gotta do to get the consoles, man. Jesus, like I'm started getting held back, and it gets bad when like that's how I feel with like, you know, off top of like Resident Evil 4 came out. He was like, yeah, it's for next gen. Then he announced we're gonna release a PS4. God. Shit! Damn it! It's like, y'all hold us back, but we can't afford it. Well, get your money up, not your funny up, please, man. We need to be part of the new wave. I'm tired of getting held back.
Right, or just accept the fact that you're not gonna be able to play certain games until you upgrade. Like, just accept it. Oh man.
When that happens, I'm gonna be laughing.
Like, wait, we can't play Budokai Tenkaichi 4? What do you mean? Like, yeah, you need to upgrade, man.
Better get a PC or go to a friend's house. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Back in the day, we didn't have no cost, so we go to GameStop just to waste time with the demo.
Right.
That's what we did.
Or going to Walmart and have it hurt your neck and keep looking up at the camera because it's at the top of the damn shelf.
That controller getting worn out and such.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we did. One thing, this is what I would love. This is my last one. this is what I would love for Budokai Tenkaichi 4. I mean, Dragon Ball Super did this with this awesome concept with the Tournament of Power. If they could have like a Battle Royale mode or so, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. And I don't know how they could do it. They could do it to where like yeah. I'm already coming with ideas as I'm talking. They can do it to where like the more people you beat up, the more powerful you get. And then you get like some cool, some techniques or some boosts and powers and stuff like that. And then when you get to the last one, you have like this most intense fight ever. And then, bro, that's money in the water.
That would be so cool. Just think about it. You're sitting there playing online match with, however many, like 50, 60 other people, with their characters and whatnot. Especially if it's like custom characters in this particular case. Because obviously if everybody can't have Goku out there. Because that'd be kind of crazy. Everybody sit there and choose Ultra Instinct Goku for the tournament. Oh, yeah. That'd be wild.
But everybody.
Right. But that would be so cool, just sitting there with all those people and you're fighting and whatnot. And you knock somebody out. And like they have to sit there and watch the rest of the match. Like, yeah, that would be dope, man.
Because I remember I talked to a friend about it. It was like, man, it'd be cool to have Battle Royale mode for Dragon Ball. I'll be hyped for that. I would.
Oh yeah.
I would play that. So yeah, if they can make that happen, Dragon Ball would be making a lot of money. I know people might think, oh, it's Battle Royale and Dragon Ball.
Exactly. Come on, Bandai. I know you're listening. This is a great idea. Add it into the game.
Yeah, it would make so much money. Like, people would tune into that stuff all the time.
Right. You can make so much content just around that alone.
For real. Bro, that's a lot of... Heck yeah, you would. For content? You start putting in the sound effects and everything.
It'd be so dope, man. It'd be so dope.
And then it'd be cool too, like you meet someone and then y'all do like that Dragon Ball thing where it's dramatic, where y'all both just stare at each other for a long period of time and then the fight happens. That'd be cool.
Like you'll randomly hear somebody pop up on the mic like, hey, go ahead and fight. It's not how the anime was.
Bro, they can have it like all the damage area. They can have it to where like when Goku Vegeta fight, where like Vegeta's standing up in the canyons, Goku looking up at him, and then it's like kind of to where they did their stances, and then they have a dramatic fight. But it'd be so fire. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be fire, bro.
And then too, like it would be crazy because people be fighting for their life, not to get knocked off the stage too. That would be crazy.
Right. And like the intensity would be high as hell.
For real. Like, come on, by that. Y'all know what they gotta do.
Yeah, if y'all are listening, add it in.
Yeah, because that would be cool. And then because I don't care anymore. That was one of my favorite parts of that show. But yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. My last point would be to not do this game like they did Xenoverse 2. To where all the cool characters or just a majority of the characters in general are held behind DLC. Like that would honestly kill this game for me. Like if Season Pass 1, you get, Broly from Super or Beast Gohan. Yeah, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, just add them into the game. Like, y'all clearly already would have created these characters long before the game came out. So just add them in. Like, just please bring back the days to where like all the stuff was in the game when you first buy it. Like, I understand you want to make money and whatnot. I get that. But make the DLC or Season Pass something else besides it being characters. Like please, because I genuinely despise that model. To where, especially in Dragon Ball games, like with Fighters or Xenoverse, to where you had to sit there and buy the Season Pass and a bunch of DLCs just to get certain characters. Like that just does not make sense to me.
Yeah, they got my interest when they did Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Yeah, no, I trust me, I get it.
He was like, you didn't get it for Ultra Instinct? No. Gogeta, I did. I sure did. I was like, that is peaked. that was that Super Saiyan 4 era. Hell yeah, I'll go for that. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, I feel like they probably like, nah, we're not gonna give everyone right off the bat. We're just gonna hold back, and then they're gonna give you like freaking Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, and I'm like,
yeah, like I can understand if they have a handful of characters like that. But don't make the roster like 30 characters and then have the other 50 behind DLC. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, especially if they're like sticking with like the old Tenkaichi games where like all these characters that they have and whatnot, don't have 50% of them behind DLC. Like, I'm not trying to sit here at the end of the day be paying $200 in total for this game. Like, nah, I just want to pay my 65s, unfortunately $70 now for the game and be done with it.
Oh man, that made me wonder how much Xenoverse costs with all those.
Bro, I promise you, because I literally have bought every single DLC for Xenoverse. And I know, but Nerdstone, why you being a hypocrite if you sit there and did it for Xenoverse? It's because I had no choice with Xenoverse. Now I have a choice. I can sit here and say something now before the game fucking comes out. Like, please, Bandai, don't do this to me again.
I was playing this stuff since 2016 and I was buying all them packs, man. I put the work in, okay? I have the right to complain.
Right. I've been through this war. I'm tired of it.
You was so gonna say, so that's why you should have got it on PC, because you would have got all that stuff.
Could have had mods and whatnot. Hey, bro, everybody ain't got the best PCs in the world out here, man. I can barely record this fucking video right now. Oh, man. But yeah, those are our thoughts as far as, the different things that we would love to see in Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4. So if you agree with us or if you have your own ideas, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to go ahead and like and share, and then subscribe to me here and ring the bell to receive notifications. That way you know every time I upload a video. And Josh, if you want to go ahead and plug your stuff in real quick, man, go ahead.
Name is JoshSTATix. Statics ends with an X, not a C, just to let everybody know. So yeah, JoshSTATix. I'm pretty much everywhere. I'm on Instagram. I almost said Facebook, but I don't use Facebook. I don't know why I almost said that shit. But yeah, I'm on YouTube as well. I'm on TikTok. I don't know how much longer we got on that, but I'm everywhere. So if you want to find us on YouTube and anything else, yeah, you can definitely find me. I'm sure he'll put it in the description where it's easier for you guys to find me. But yeah, I'm pretty much everywhere you can find me.
Oh yeah, and I'll definitely be putting all his links in the description. So with that being said, y'all, again, don't forget to follow me also on all social media platforms, as unfortunately, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, at Nerdstorm92. So with that being said, y'all continue to have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.